you turn that off?
Nah, I ain't turn it off. You heard? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We live. I gotta tap into my let me see, I could probably just play it now. Probably because it went live, that's why. Probably because it went live, that's why. Hey, we ain't live. Probably because it went live, that's why. World, what's going on, world? It's your man, neighborhood Cal. Hey, we ain't live. Checking in before we check out. World, what's going on, world? It's your man, neighborhood Cal. I can't hear right there.
Hello, everybody.
We can make it bigger too, right here, right?
Yes.
Can we play some more music one time for the
Sure. Sure. It looks like we are. Let's make sure we're going to get set up, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Cream. Thanks for your patience while we get this thing popping.
Yeah, we thank y'all for your patience. We thank y'all for your consistency, right? You know what I'm saying? We thank y'all for even coming again. We was off last Thursday. We want to get some feedback on what y'all do last Thursday. Was y'all thankful? Did y'all talk about something? Did y'all, what was going on? Did y'all go somewhere? COVID got everybody so jammed up. I don't think we'd be going nowhere no more, especially not around family as much, right?
Right.
So we're gonna play a little bit. We're gonna play a little song real quick, and then we're gonna hop right on.
Yes.
Hop right on. We got a guest. We got a guest today too, right?
We do.
All right, smooth.
We already emailed him, so we're waiting for him to come in. I'm trying to see what's going on with the Bluetooth here, but you know what? We don't need a Bluetooth. We know how to work it out. Let's turn the Wi-Fi on.
How's everybody doing this evening? It might be, it's tonight for some of the people. East Coast, they 8 o'clock. It's really dark. It's dark here at 6 already.
Yeah, how about this weather? We've been having record-breaking weather in Colorado Springs.
Listen, I'm driving around in drop tops.
Yeah.
You see what I got on now? Like I'm in Miami. You know what I'm saying? They probably think like this. I got on the muscle shirt, and you know what I'm saying? It's nice. Look, muscle shirt, right? Because it's nice out, y'all.
Right.
Colorado, we got some great weather. But look, we gonna thank God for that because any day can change.
Mm-hmm.
Any day can change. But we do. Would you say we got record-breaking
weather? This is the first time that we've had this long of a time without snow. This hasn't happened since 1937, to be exact. And if we have 13 more days like this, that's record-breaking, and that hadn't happened since 1830.
And I'm gonna tell you. In summertime, going somewhere else because that means we're gonna get in the summertime. If we ain't getting it now, look, don't scare me like this. Don't threaten me with a good time. You hear me? That's all Colorado doing. I was just looking at another Bentley. I had an appointment to go see today. I tell the people how to get a car. You ain't gonna see. Now we're gonna do that today.
So we do not own the rights to this music, but pretty much it's called Hallelujah, where we have to give, praise to the Most High, the Most High God. I don't know if you, Allah, Buddha, whatever you choose, the universe, but we're just giving praise. You know what I'm saying? I'm just praising. I'm praising. A lot of good things are happening over here.
Let us know where y'all chiming in from too. We thank you guys for tapping in. You see what I'm saying? We thank you guys. Man, look, let's catch the vibe real quick. You heard? I like the boogie sometimes. Oh yeah, that's it right there, huh?
Yes.
That's all good. It's all good.
Still bless me anyway. I forgive the most I praise. For the air I breathe.
Go ahead and tag some people, guys. Let them know that we are in the building. We got a special guest tonight. We're going to be dropping some gems as usual.
For the air I breathe. Oh, for the rivers and trees. And I'm going to sing hallelujah. 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 I've been on the roads, in the water with no boat. I don't even know.
Hey.
Now I managed to the blood. When you be saying I mean, we only the most.
Look, you got to jam when you happy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all. Y'all gotta quit being so uptight. Happy people make the most money.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get it.
That vibration. Yeah.
See, sometimes what cats don't understand is it's a movement. You gotta get it moved. It's called a shift. So if you want some stuff to happen in your life, you gotta shift. Come on.
Come on in the room with us, millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires. Come on in the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna start charging people every time they see me dance. Right?
We're gonna make it rain on multi-millionaire cow, okay?
I'm good with that. All I'm gonna do is invest it right back into y'all.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Gerald, Andy.
What up, Pop?
Welcome. Come on in the room. I see people chiming in from all platforms. We're on like 7 different platforms right now.
Yeah, we doing it good, right? We do. Look, let me tell y'all something. Come on, cut it off. Come on, get people thinking. Listen, we are excited, right? We are excited because me and Ms. Kim actually just started off by just saying we were just gonna do this because we needed to become better. We needed to actually have more value, right? Mm-hmm. And it started off with just us doing it. Now we're doing it. We on a whole lot of different platforms now.
A whole lot of different platforms and doing a whole lot of different things and reaching a whole lot more people. And that was the goal.
That was the goal. And you know what? Yep, that was the goal. So we appreciate you guys for being consistent on coming on. If this is your first time watching us, I'm your man, Neighborhood Cal, also known as Multimillionaire Cal. This is my lovely host. Man, look, the host that does the most, but then at the same time, all she's going to do is grind. You heard? Mrs. Multimillionaire Kim.
Yes. Thank you for that introduction. I'm super, super honored to be alongside you each and every week. You guys, if you don't know, this is C.R.E.A.M, Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M, and we are coming at you live from Colorado Springs, Colorado, where credit rules everything around me. But we all know that it's Christ, right?
Yeah, right.
It's
most definitely Christ.
Yeah. So credit rules everything around me. And we find that it really does. Now is the time where you need to get your credit together.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's the time when you need to just get together. Right? I mean, just get together. I know we just had Thanksgiving. Please, y'all, let us know where y'all chiming in from. How was your guys' Thanksgiving? I know our Thanksgiving was dope. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just chilled. I ain't think about nothing. Outside, like nothing. I chilled. I ate good food. I even went to bed early, man. It was cool. I ain't go nowhere. I ain't want to go nowhere. And I'm cool with that because sometimes, man, you got to just be where you at and be thankful for what you have. I know me and my family, everybody's scattered from kids in school to here and man, everybody everywhere. So it's like we really got together and we just chill, like put the phones down, put the internet down. You know, we watched the movie, so it was pretty dope. How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was amazing. I did like a pre-Thanksgiving dinner for my kids because my son wasn't going to be here. He's going out of town to be with his father. So I did a pre-Thanksgiving with my grandchildren and my son. And, you know, everybody was here. It was happy. And then the day of Thanksgiving, we just straight chilled. It was a lazy day where we didn't do anything. We didn't think about work. We didn't think about anything outside of the love and the bonds that we were here to create with our family. No cooking, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So just straight chilling, lazy day. That's what we called it. But it was really a grateful day. I'll put it.
It was grateful, right? It was grateful.
A grateful day.
So basically, like we just really got to get together, and I think, man, that's what look, y'all. That's the greatest thing you can do. One of the greatest things you can do is get together, right? And when you get together, we are a force to be reckoned. So look, go ahead and tell somebody else. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and just continue on letting people know that there is people out here as well as yourself, right? Because if you listening to this, you are actually being a witness to it. So now you're getting the experience. So now you can start teaching it too. That we are educating and we are giving people valuable information to actually be able to go ahead and weather the storm. Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is like one of the greatest times to even be alive, and every day is a great time to be alive. But I'm talking about and where we're at right now. This is like really like the gold rush. Everybody got an opportunity to do something and become something, right? Because of social media. So we cannot sit up here and say we cannot be successful because
you're out of the picture now that we brought.
It's good.
Grant,
The internet, that's cool. I'll be right here. I ain't got the vid. The internet then gave us so much information to where you can't be ignorant no more.
Right.
Like for real, like being wealthy or a poverty-setting mind, that's just a sign of you being lazy and ignorant to the information that's out here. You see what I'm saying? Because there is no excuse why you can't and you shouldn't be better now than you was last year, and vice versa, right? Because we are in a internet technology world,
informational
right?
There was a time when they would keep information from us on purpose, but now we don't have that excuse, guys. So there's no excuse for us not to know. You know, they say you don't know what you don't know, but I'm a firm believer of you don't know because you don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know. That's what it is. Like you people are broke because that's what they allow. You broke because you allow yourself. Like I would just write a song, right? Like a little rap. I ain't no rapper, but I just like writing. So I guess I could put in my book. Grant, what's up, King? We're gonna get Grant here in a minute.
Grant on the stage.
Grant here in a minute. What's going on, King? I was just doing a book and I was basically saying, like, man, real leaders show their people where to go. So if you really want to go, let's move, let's roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, it's about us really like making an impact, right? We're making an impact. We important so we can impact. And man, we got to leave a footprint when I get up out of here. That's all I think about. What about you, Grant? What's going on, King? I know you trying to leave a footprint with your kids and to the world before you get up out of here, right? I think you're on mute. Oh, there you go.
Oh. His device just disconnected, but he will definitely be back. He's an amazing person, an amazing leader. He does a lot in his community, not only in his community, but he touches people nationwide. I'm super proud to have seen his growth. I've known Grant for about 3 years now when I first started this credit game. So he's been able to be alongside me and actually see my growth. We encourage one another, and I see his growth. When he started out, he was in real estate. Then he went to, I think, some electrical thing or cable thing. I don't quite remember what it was, Grant, but I remember that journey. And then I saw the kids. I saw you showing houses. I followed you. I consider you as my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look at him go. And then when you started climbing, I'm like, look at him go. I'm over here like Hercules. So I'm so proud to have you. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone, please, Grant, and welcome to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M.
Welcome to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M. King, what's up?
Thank you, Credit Cal, Ms. Kim, two star players in this game that I definitely look up to. I'm definitely been following you at least as long as you've been following me. And everybody, welcome to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M. I am Grant Williams. I am with American Financial Network, and I am a direct lender with Fannie and Freddie. I lend in all 50 states, and I got some cool gifts for some special people. So I'm just honored to be a part of Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M. I've been on a couple of these. And
so he ain't no longer, you're not going to even be a guest. You got the key to it now. You might
he is now a co-host.
Yeah, you might as well be.
I love it. So I'm just honored to be here and be with some great people, because I always ask God every morning, I'll do the work, just send me the right people. And that's how he sent me Ms. Kim and Credit Cal and a bunch of other people too.
Right.
And that's really what I'm all about, is just serving the people, because I'm doing God's work. That's all it is. He gave me a gift and I'm just sharing it with everybody.
Right. And it's going to be respected. So Grant, tell the people that just now coming on, what made you get into, because you said you do lending, right? What made you get into lending, and what type of lender are you? So now we got the people to, they might reach out to you.
Right. I got you. So I started off my game in real estate. I got my real estate license because it sounded like a good idea at the time. What I didn't know was that it cost money to make money, and I was already broke. So I was doing everything I could for free, but the money just wasn't getting right at first. Right. So then I switched up and went to a telecom company, and I was climbing cell towers, being 300 feet up in the air. That's what Miss Kim was referring to. And, that sounded cool at times, but being up 300 feet in the air isn't exactly my cup of tea. It's not what I want to do on my Wednesday morning. Right. So I went and got a lending license. So I'm a direct lender with Fannie and Freddie, which means I write home mortgages. I do first-time home buyers. I do non-QM products. I do VA, conventional, FHA, USDA. You name it, I can probably lend it. And if I don't, I know somebody that's got it.
Come on. So you said you're a homeless. You know how many people on here may need a house?
Yep. And I want everybody to stop right now. I want everybody to claim that you will become a homeowner in 2022.
Of at least one home.
Of at least one.
It's not about the first home. It's about the next home.
Oh, right.
And if you don't believe it, stay tuned, because at the end, I'm going to tell you how I know and how I can believe you can do it. But you got to believe you can do it, because I got something special I'm going to announce to y'all at the end. But you got to stay here. Stay here at the end, y'all. You're going to become a homeowner.
Stay tuned. There ain't nothing going on the other channel. It's right here until 7 o'clock.
It's right here. Ask all the questions you want to ask. Get the answers you want to get. And then hear cool people talk about real things, right? Real things. You know what I'm saying? So you said you became a real estate agent.
Yes.
Right? You got your license, became an agent. How long was it before you said, man, this is not for me, like time-wise, and then you went to become a lender? And then let me ask you this. Is getting a lender license, right, is that hard? Like, what was the process for that?
Or are you still a real estate agent alongside being a lender?
Good question.
I don't think he ever took anything or is taking anything out of the basket. He just chooses what eggs he's going to crack at this particular moment.
He got a lot of tools in a toolbox.
Right.
Right. It kind of just depends on what omelet you want to eat. Do you want mushrooms? You want onions? You want cilantro? I got that. So getting my real estate license, it took me 6 months of studying, and I probably could have pulled it off at 3, but I wasn't confident in myself on that matter. So I spent another 3 months cramming, and I went and got my license. I was in there for about a year. Now, your real estate license is good for 4 years. So I went the first year, started running out of money, said, hey, I got to go and build up a bankroll before I can come back. Went over to the other company, was there for about a year and a half, still had my license, still did a couple of deals, just bridging people together. Even if I couldn't help them because of my capacity, I knew the people that could help them. So I helped them out that way.
Right.
Getting into the lending, I studied for about a month, and I went through a lot of flashcards. I memorized everything to pass that test. And I'll tell you what, you asked if it was hard. It was hard to pass the test.
Right.
It's even harder to do the job, considering that you got to forget everything you learned to pass the test, because everything switched up after I passed that test. And that was something I didn't know and I didn't see coming.
Right.
But now getting into the lending game, I enjoy it more because it's better for my personality. I love managing multiple transactions going at once. Where a licensed realtor, you're probably looking at maybe 3 families that you're helping at a time, trying to find a home, trying to list their home, whatever. As a lender now, month of November, I was putting in 10 loans. That's 10 transactions, 10 families getting a home. And I'm bridging the gap between the realtors. I'm dealing with title and escrow and all that. It's a lot of moving pieces, not made for everybody. But if you're a people person and you like sitting behind a desk and being in front of the computer and just managing the people and making sure those numbers are right, because the numbers aren't hard. You don't have to do the math yourself. You put it in the application, it auto calculates for you. And if it hits green, cool, we got money. If it hits red, we got some work to do. But that's what got me into it, was I wanted to manage more families, help them out at the same time.
Right.
And really it's just putting 10 in so you can get 3 back. And we get paid on the close. So if they can't find a house, I'm not getting paid. So what do? I jump into my realtor hat, put it on, and I say, hey, look, you having a problem finding a house? Well, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Because if you ain't got an address, I'm not getting paid.
And tell them about the other hat that you have, the credit hat.
Oh, yeah. I got the credit hat when I first met Miss Kim. So I started off with a brick and mortar firm that was doing a legal team credit repair business. And that was fantastic because it taught me a lot about credit and how to get it right. Then I met up with some real estate people, and they showed me how easy it is to get a house. I said, okay, well, where is that at? Where's the credit play in there? Well, it comes to the lending game. Yeah. So I just stretched out my arms. I said, credit's a little too small for me right now. I got to go figure out how to use it. So then I learned how to use it. So now I have my girlfriend as a credit repair agent. I'm getting my credit repaired through her. And I've actually gotten, wait for that, 45 points in the last 90 days.
Come on, yo.
And I had a real complicated file. I'll tell you a quick story. I've screwed up my credit twice. This is now the 3rd time because I got bad habits. I like spending money.
Come on. People do.
There was one time I was trying to get a security clearance for a job, working for the Department of Defense.
You better.
And they were running through. And when I pulled up my credit report, I had a surprise in there because I was sitting there with a couple of beers in me. And I told this creditor that was trying to get my money, I said, nah, dude, he's dead. He ain't coming back. You ain't getting that money. Well, guess what? They reported that on my credit report that I was dead. So to get my security clearance, I had to go down to Social Security and tell them, look, bro, I got a pulse. I'm feeling fine. Can I go ahead and just
wow.
I was lying to y'all, but I'm not lying no more. Can I get it? I had to go through a whole bunch of hoops to get that, but then I got it taken care of on my credit report.
Good.
Bumped up to 760. I was feeling good. And then I got a girlfriend and I had to do the vacations and all that. And I maxed it out and I screwed it up again. So guess what? I get to repair it again. Today I'm sitting at a 650 and I'm on my way back to 760 again.
Amen. Amen.
And look, something you said that was profound right there. People got to understand is, so rule number one of the rules number one, right? It might be 1, 2, 3, but it got to be your first 3 is do not give the creditors no information. Because as you just heard, he's screaming that man's dead. And what did they do? They reported that. Whatever information you give them, they're going to utilize that and still come after you. So now you understood that sometimes you say too much, too little, and they still going to come after you. Off of a little comment like that, right, you dead. Right. Yeah. What they do? They reported that you was dead. Now you got to go through a whole little, wow. That was the first time I heard of that.
Another thing, never use the jargon yes. Never say yes. Be like, I understand, or I hear you. Or if you're talking to them, you don't have to hide behind the phone. You definitely want to pick up and get rid of these people calling you. Yeah. You want to say, this is, they asked to speak to Kimberly Connor. This is Kim. I never say this is Kimberly Connor. This is Kim. And I always tell them, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're speaking of. Can you send everything that you're referring to by mail? They ask, well, what is your address? I say the address that you have on file. And then before they hang up, I said, and as a matter of fact, I would like for you to cease and desist calling this phone number, and they will not call you again. It's by law. Now that you know that they record and take what you're saying on that phone call seriously, let them know to cease and desist calling you at all. Contact you by mail, and then whatever they send you by mail, and they probably won't because they don't have your current address anyway, right. So it's not verifiable. But if they do send you something by mail, that is when you can go in and dispute it. Right. And I just wanted to throw those bars out there.
You want to know what I tell them? Can I speak to Calvin? I don't say nothing. You hear me? I'm the fifth.
Hello.
And you know what they do? Well, if this is Calvin, what we want to say, and I'm just listening. And then after all that, I hang up.
Yeah. But I was just saying, but that is a way that you could stop hiding behind your phone and being afraid to answer your phone. You pay that phone bill.
You can't tell them stop calling
you want to get rid of those nagging, aggravating, intimidating calls. That is smart. So that's a way to get your peace of mind back. Right. So you can start answering these calls and start attacking your credit issues. Don't hide from them. Attack them. And
hanging up. What I did was hide. You right. That was running. You right. So I stand corrected. Don't just hang up.
Yeah,
I don't tell them my name, but don't hang up. Just say don't call me no more. You got the wrong number.
To cease and desist. Anything, and don't forget to say anything that you have to communicate with me by. Please, I need that by mail. And they'll say, well, what address do you have? And say whatever address you have. And then before that, just say cease and desist calling. I'm just saying.
Look, they are trained. These creditors are trained. I say, honestly, if they got you on the phone 25, 30 seconds, it's over. They're going to get, look, it's over. Because they are trained to ask you certain questions to get you to pull around, right? So whatever you could do, don't admit to anything. You're not who you are, who they think you are, at least. You know what I'm saying? You're not who you are. And at the same time, okay, can you please remove me from off your call list? And do whatever you got to do. And then now you know this creditor. But then you know what they do? These creditors, 3 months, 1 month, they will switch up. They will sell your debt. This is what creditors do.
I love that we're having this conversation because I got some rebuttals.
Sell your debt to somebody else, and then somebody else will call you out of the blue to get you. So they could do that, y'all.
But let me throw some bars on that. Once those creditors sell your debt, you didn't make a contract or sign a contract with ABC Collection Company.
Right,
So you
right.
don't owe that debt. You owe T-Mobile. If T-Mobile is not coming for you, forget Joe Blow Credit Collection,
Right.
forget ABC Credit Collection, because they are a person just like you and I. I could be a collection company if I choose to do so. They're not federal regulated. You don't owe them a
You don't
thing.
owe them a
That's
thing.
why they say once it goes to collection, you don't owe that debt. You don't owe that collection company. What they're trying to do is trip you up to find out information from you so that they could say, hey, that's him. We got him. You know,
Right,
it's real
Jerry.
good.
Yep, King. Look, yeah, you don't never sign no contract with no debt collector, but we don't know this, right? So because we don't know this, first thing we do is we say the yes.
See,
We
Jerry
say
Goins,
yes.
he's one of our millionaires
We-
as
we-
well.
we-
Don't
we-
admit to anything.
Yeah, don't admit to none of that, y'all. Like, so these guys are trained to call you and try to get you to admit to some stuff. Don't admit to nothing. You plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? You and stop calling me, and then you keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? Keep it moving.
Yep. So I hope you guys are taking notes, because you definitely want to say to cease and desist. There's certain verbiage that you can use, and it's legally binding.
It's legally binding.
So definitely get with us, and we'll help you
Yeah,
out. So we
DM
can
us, ask questions, man. Like, this is stuff we do not know, and then yet now watch this, and then a lot of things, a lot of those collections might be like they might really be off your report. But the moment you answer that phone, right, you done went through the whole 2 years.
They start the clock all over.
They start the clock all over.
If
So
they
now,
get you trapped out in
exactly.
whatever.
So you don't want to keep restarting the same process, right? Because now your past become a familiar future. Cut the past, like, don't even hide from it. So don't hang up. Let them know, look, I'm not who you think I am. You got the wrong number, and please take me off your call list. Something that simple.
Yep.
Period.
Because if you wanted to handle with them directly, you would have looked at them. You don't gotta wait for them to come to you.
Yeah.
If you wanted a credit card, you go to them. If
Right.
you wanted to pay off your collection, you go to them. Not the best idea either. But these credit collection companies, they buying it for like 30 cents on the dollar. So they already got a discount.
Exactly.
So you could actually call them up if you want to be amicable and say, okay, look, I just want you out of my life. Would you take this much? Never tell them how much you got. Tell them how much you're willing to give. And that's only if you want to pay.
Yep. You can do that. Don't never get pressured if they telling you got to pay $300. No, listen. If you only got $5, you better say I can pay $5 a month. They there to actually get something. You see what I'm saying?
Well, personally, only because, I've been with the game for so long. Personally, I would say don't call a collection company, period. Don't call them. You guys, we do have letters where you could dispute. You want a paper trail. Do not get caught up on the telephone with these people, with the collection agencies. If you're going to have somebody call them, you definitely want to get a professional because they do know the verbiage in order to get that stuff removed. Right. If we go in talking to them like they're our friend, and they'll get you caught up with the slightest word of even a yes, where they can record that and loop it on some other stuff. Right. So you don't want to call people without talking to a professional. So if you need assistance before you call anybody or start targeting those things, don't hesitate to give me a call at kimscreditleverage.com. Well, that's my website. That's how you can get in touch with me. Or our telephone number is 719-377-2432, because we definitely want to attack and approach these things. We want to start facing them.
Come on, y'all. We got to face our problem. Stop running from the problem. Let's face it. And we got a group of people, not to cut you off. We got a group of people on here. Just give your information. We got Jerry, me, Miss Kim. It's a group of people. Will. It's a group of people.
Grant.
That's on here that can give you help, that can advise you. You see what I'm saying? So you guys most definitely want to speak up. So now we could go ahead and be getting help.
Yep, for sure. Jerry said that the average debt collector, they bought the debt for 4 cents on the dollar. So what that's telling me, Mr. Goins, is that whoever you owed already got paid.
Yeah.
So and they've already written it off. That's what's called a charge off. We're insured. I mean, they take chances with people, like us with poor credit or whatever. And so they're insured. So once they charge you off, they've gotten paid from the insurance on you, and they've gotten paid from them selling your debt to a debt collector.
They already got paid.
That your actual debt, that is. But don't worry about what these collection agencies say. Just tell them.
But then again, they're going to keep worrying about what they say because they ain't trying to listen to what we saying.
Right. Wait, say that again?
They're going to worry about what the debt collectors are saying because they're not trying to listen to what we say.
Okay.
Not the people on here right now.
Oh,
but
yeah, I'm
other
like,
people. That's why
right.
we gotta. That's why we have to get so many people out there to give them the information. Because if you don't know what you don't know, then you're gonna be worried about what they saying because you're not listening to what the information that other people is telling you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So Grant, let me ask you a question, King. Now you a lender. Now that's so dope because I remember you telling me that you was an agent. I didn't know if you was still an agent, but now look at how you bridge the gap from really helping people from being a lender then because you could really be as a lender, you got the opportunity to really educate the people way better than being an agent. You know what I'm saying? Because now, even outside as being an agent, you don't have the capability to actually get them in the door to actually give them the funds.
Mm-hmm.
As a lender, you can really help somebody get to the next part that they need to get to. And then as an agent, like how you said, you put on another hat. Now you can say, look, I found a house. So not only am I going to lend you the money, but my other company, in which I'm a part of, we're going to go ahead and sell you this house.
Right.
On,
And then not only that, like he works on people's credit. He partnered up with us. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you got everything you totally need.
And we just talked last week about you being a property manager. So you about to manage your property that you get the people in?
Oh, I can't wait until that actually comes to fruition. That's actually what's queued up for next year. Going to be in a property management LLC that I know the owner of. And I'm going to go into these rentals and say, hey, maybe you're not qualified now to buy, but let me put you in a spot where you can get your life right. And let's get you qualified and get you ready to buy that house. So that way you got a place to live. You're not under anxiety going, oh, I can't find the house. I got to move out by the 31st. You're going, hey, look, I don't care if the house ain't ready yet. I don't care if somebody bought the house I wanted. I'm going to buy it from them because I'm getting my life right. I'm getting that 760 credit score. I'm getting that 2% interest rate. And I got the money in the bank. You can't touch me when it comes to a house now. And now you living comfortable. And let's say this. Let's say that you get in one of my short-term rentals with the Airbnb. And let's say I'm tired of that property. Well, who do you think I'm going to go and try and sell it to? The people living there, so they ain't got to move.
Right.
You know, opening up all the different doors and all the different pieces of this real estate game, that's where the fire is at. Because I don't care where you live in now. I care where you're living next. Because you can go ahead and pay rent to me, and I'll go ahead and just put it off in the escrow account. And when it comes into, hey, can you hook me up on some down payment assistance? Well, I'll tell you what, you've been a good tenant for 2 years. Here, let me go throw you a little bit. Go and put that in the gift funds. Here's your gift letter too. And we can really help people when it comes into owning your own business, getting your finances right. And then I always wanted to start up this program called Get Your Life Right, because we all got life problems. We got relationship problems. We got the money problems. We got the credit problems. We got all that. But you know what? One wise man told me, if it can be solved with people or money, it ain't a problem. That's a situation. And we fix situations.
Bars.
So look, you can actually help people get a down payment assistance, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that, because I feel like in real estate, that's something we do not talk about no more, or you don't really hear about, right? Because I know as being an investor, right, people don't understand you can get a down payment assistance just by getting an FHA loan, and they will help you be able to go ahead and come up with the money, right? So there is no excuse. That's why we give you guys this information. With an FHA loan, right, with a credit of at least 660, 680, probably a little bit lower, you only coming out 3.5. Right, it's 620. You only coming out 3.5%, maybe a little bit lower, right? So even if you coming up with that little bit, right, that little bit of money, now you have a down payment assistant, right, that can actually come up with that money for you.
Well, even with the FHA, well, I'm just saying from experience, that's what I qualified for. That's how I went from Section 8 to home ownership, guys. They have different grants and stuff like that for single parents. They have different grants for minorities. They have different grants, that will assist you to get out of that, like Grant said, situation. Yeah. It's not a problem. It's a situation.
I want to hear more about that too later. You came in. That's a book, yo. Yeah. Coming from Section 8 to
homeownership, making $12. Well, it was like $9 an hour, but I got tired because my Section 8, the place that I was staying, was charging me rent, of course, and at one point they wanted to raise my rent to $1,200 a month, and I'm making $9 an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I could pay $1,200 a month on Section 8, I could pay $1,200 a month on my own home. I didn't know about credit then, guys, but it took me 2 years to get my credit together. Had I been with Nove back then, I would have gotten my situation straight way before then.
Right.
I'm serious, because I wasn't financially literate. After I bought my home, I got the assistance and stuff. After I bought my home, I still wasn't financially literate, but I had a 620 credit score. So I got all these credit card offers. So I thought it was free money. I'm serious. I was maxing that stuff out, new furniture, new pots and pans. I'm living the big life. Liabilities. So then come time when I got fired from my job, I tried to refi and get a home equity line of credit for my home, and I could not. So here I am with a piece of property, financially illiterate, not being able to do anything with it. It was like it was totally designed to keep us broke, or either take our property right out from under us. If you're not educated about what you're doing, you can lose it in a blink of an eye. But luckily, with Nove, and then being around my multimillionaire friends that showed me how to get multi streams of income, I was actually able to save that home that I almost lost in foreclosure because of my financial illiteracy.
And I'm talking about quick, y'all. This stuff can happen quicker than you think.
Yes.
You just got to take action. If you don't take action, then you can't think that there's going to be a result if you don't actually take a movement to get to to get to the end.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, y'all, we just think it's supposed to happen, and no, that's not. Go move.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, go move. And that's what you did. That's what Grant did. That's what I'm doing. That's what other people are doing, right? So at the same time, man, let's get used to actually taking action. And that's what at least 90% of people do not do. And that's why you only get 10% of where you're at right now. You know what I mean? Because the 90% is just you just taking action. And once you take action, then it begins to be normal.
That's right. And now here I am, from Section 8 to home ownership to landlord. So man,
that's dope.
So I just share a little quick story time on down payment assistance. So first off, I did the little math right here.
Good.
That's $9 an hour times 40 hours a week times 52 weeks in a year. Divide. I'm not putting your business out there because this is where you were, not where you're at now.
I don't make that no more. That was
we were at, you can't really see it, but it's $1,560 a month. All right. Now I had this conversation.
$1,560 a month you was making. Okay.
So I did this exercise with my girl. She was making
that's
$20
before
an
taxes.
hour.
That's gross, correct?
Oh yeah. Okay. So your $1,200 a month, they were gaffling you. That was not even cool. Because how you going to keep the light on after that? How you going to keep your car gassed up after that? So I did an exercise with my girl. She was making $20 an hour. And she said, man, this is the most I've ever made in my life. I said, that's fantastic. I've been at 20. And, I understand the pain. I understand it hurts. That's only $3,466 a year growth, or
a month.
$3,466 a month. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I realized, wow, that only qualifies you for a $300,000 house. That hourly rate is holding you back. We need to go and get some self-employment income. And that's why she became a credit repair agent. So I wanted to bring this back to down payment assistance, because a lot of people are in that and they thinking that $18 an hour is great, $20 an hour is great. And it is. If you're not trying to own a home, if you're trying to not support a family, if you don't have credit liabilities going on. So I had a borrower came to me with a 620 credit score.
Okay.
Said, all right, I'm in credit repair and I'm trying to get it fixed. What can I do? I said, right now you're approved for $250,000. I said, if we got this number up, it'd be a lot better. So let's go and get your bank statements. Let's get your pay stubs. Let's find out your starting point while you're in the credit repair process.
Right.
By the time I got him into escrow, he needed to have 17 grand as his cash to close. And this is with me giving him a credit to help him out. When I pulled his credit after the credit repair process and we went into escrow, he was at a 720. So that dropped his interest rate from over here like 3.75 to 3.25. So he already got a blessing there.
Right.
Well, he didn't have the money in the account for the 17 grand. We ended up falling out of escrow. I thought, man, I let my friend down. I can't help him. I mean, I can't put the money in his bank account for him. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have to wait. Well, while we waited, I unlocked a down payment assistance program. It's called C.R.E.A.M.
Yep.
Now, that's C.R.E.A.M fun. Now, check this out. I got something special. I call a grant because my name is Grant. I call it the Hometown Hero Credit. That's where I pay all the closing fees. Now, let me just put it this way. His closing fees were $5,500. I gave him the lender credit and called that a wash. Now, we fell out of escrow. We went to down payment assistance. I can't do the Hometown Hero Credit and down payment assistance. But check this out. Now he's going for a $375,000 house. He's getting 18 grand for his down payment assistance because that's his 3.5 for his FHA loan and another 1.5 to cover his closing fees. I'm giving him 18 grand instead of 5 just because he got up his credit.
Yep.
620. I couldn't really do him on down payment assistance. I had to get 640 to get down payment assistance. He went above and beyond that. He don't need no homeowner's education. He doesn't have that. He already went through that with me. Now he's getting 18 grand to buy a house that he's living in now. He went and said, I got a notice to vacate. I got to get out of here. I said, what, are you getting evicted? He said, no, my landlord want to move into his house. So he went and found another house owned by his buddy. His buddy said, you could rent it from me or you could just put in an offer. What you got? He goes, I'm not approved. He said, okay, cool. Live here for 3 months while you get approved and then you can buy it from me. So now I'm working with the landlord and the seller and the buyer and the buyer's agent and me being the lender. Everybody got a little bit of cream going on. And this dude is walking into the house for $2,500 to pay his taxes and insurance, and he don't got to worry about a thing.
Period.
That's the power of down payment assistance.
That's the power. That's the power of just even having somebody around you that knows about the information that you got.
Yeah.
We don't know. People don't know about down payment assistance and how I can literally help you out. He went from being negative 17,000 to you giving him 18,000, and you assist him with credit. And that credit allowed him to actually get something bigger and better. Come on, man.
Yes. I was just saying, I heard the power of assistance as well as credit in there. So, man,
Grant, how long did it take you, or how long did it take him to stay in the program to actually get his credit where he needed to be at? So people may be looking at, well, how can I join Grant? How long is it going to take me?
So I met him when he was already 3 months in, and then 3 months later, that's when he got to that 700.
Okay.
So I found out from asking him questions because I didn't know what credit repair he had gotten into. And I was like, hey, what you got going on? He goes, oh, I'm over here with whoop-de-woo. And I said, okay, what'd you start at? He said, oh, I'm over at 570. And then I met him at 620. And then I got him to 700 by just telling him, okay, tell your credit repair people to do this, to do that, and do this. Right. And if they don't want to do it, cancel with them. I'll hook you up with Nove, and I'll make sure it gets done.
Right. Bars.
So my thing is, you taught him, you showed him what to do, because a lot of people, y'all got to understand this. He might not had that much stuff on his credit because you basically said like he was already in 3 months, and so it took you 3 months to actually getting repaired, getting where he needed to get to, educating, and then he was able to go ahead and get a higher credit. I mean, a higher amount loan limit, right? A higher loan limit because of the information that you gave him. What are some of the things that you gave him, if you don't mind me asking, just because people gonna be on here? Go ahead.
Can I just say something real quick? And I hope you guys are taking notes. But the only thing that helped those people to escalate their credit score is because Grant was back there giving them education. So watch who you give your money to. If they're just taking your money and saying, oh, your credit's gonna go up eventually, run from that, because they're not educating you. They're not helping you build credit. They're helping you fix credit. And there is a difference. So what Grant did is he helped that individual build credit, not just fix it. Yeah. So kudos to you for that, Grant.
It's just really, doing what I was called to do, is help people get into homes. I didn't know the vehicle at the time, but then I started picking up the pieces. I had a wheel here and an axle here and a steering wheel here. And I put that car together and I just drove it. But some of the advice I told them, what are they doing with your dispute letters? Can you send me one of them? Can I see the dispute letter? Because there's specific verbiage that they can just ignore and go, oh, we don't want to do that. We verified the debt. Okay, well, show me you verified the debt. Show me that it's going to be off my report.
How is it?
Show me that I still owe you a contract. Do I have a wet signed signature on my contract with you, Mr. Collection Agency? Or do I have a signature with T-Mobile and I already paid them? And it's still on my credit report. What's going on? I've had other people that had cars get repossessed because some people say, oh, I gave them the keys back. Well, no, it's still a repossession
Yeah,
because you didn't pay them all their money and you didn't keep the car. So it's a repossession. They now possess it. So I had some that had like 90-day to cure, 90 late payments because they gave the car back. They didn't make a payment anymore. So now it hit their credit as a negative option and they don't get the product. So that had to be unfairly removed. So I told them, okay, you said that this is happening. Oh, another story. I had some dudes with a C.R.E.A.M, the lease program where you pay for 90 days, no interest. But if you take 91 days, they're going to triple the price on you. I'm just telling you. So I had this dude, he had a C.R.E.A.M on his credit report. I said, hey, this is holding you back. He go, I paid that off. I said, when did you pay it off? He said, 2020. I said, that was a year ago, man. Why is it still on here? So I got on the phone with a C.R.E.A.M and I said, hey, I'm trying to get homeboy a house, but you're standing in his way. Now, do you have his account number in front of you? They said, we don't have an account for him. I said, oh, that is fantastic news. I'm so glad you told me that. Can you do me a favor and send me a company letterhead saying he's at a zero balance, it was paid as agreed, and that you are no longer interested in his debt? They go, well, we can't send that to you. I said, okay, cool. I got a borrower authorization certification, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, I got that on file. I can send it to you. Or how about this? How about you can just send it to Mr. X? They said, oh, yeah, we can send it to Mr. X. I said, cool. Go ahead and email him. And if you would be so nice, go ahead and CC me on that email. Here's my email address. They didn't. But guess what? Mr. X shot it over to me 2 minutes later after he received it. He said, is this good? I submitted that out to the credit bureau as a credit supplement. Paid for a rapid rescore, and boom, 20 points like that because he didn't actually owe that debt. It was unfairly reported.
Period.
He's another one that had a vehicle that got totaled out. So when they went and totaled it out, he didn't have the gap insurance. So he had a balance on there for a car he was never going to have, and they still wanted him to make the payments. Said, okay, but you signed a contract with Chrysler Financial. Now who owns your debt? Not Chrysler Financial. They already got paid. Right. So now Executor Finance got it. And now they got $5,000 that they want you to pay. Well, why don't we just call him up? Dude said he don't owe the car anymore. Said, yeah, we understand that, but he still owes the money. I said, does he owe the money to you or somebody else? He said, he owes it to us. Okay, cool. Can you go ahead and send me a couple of letters just showing what he owes so I can go ahead and get you taken care of for this? They ended up saying we don't have the credit card number anymore. So, we'll send you a letter saying that we don't know what it is. Boom. Send it to the bureau. It's gone.
Period. I love my friends. All my friends are smart and successful.
And we fight for you. We fight for you. We fight with you, for you. And that's what you did, Grant. Like you led by an example. You said, this is the way to go. Let's roll. You know what I'm saying? You got on that phone.
Don't let him call him. I called him.
Right. You got on that phone and you took action. But guess what? You had the confidence. So now, even knowing that, where can the people reach you at, Grant? Because people need to get this information. They need somebody who's going to go to the bat for them like that. I'm sorry if you about to start getting 100,000 people now that's about to start giving you a call.
Hey, I'm totally okay with it. It's a matter of capacity. You're only over capacity when you don't have enough people to help you. And I got a support team behind me, about 10 people, that if I had to, hey, you go take this one, you go take this one, you go take this one. So here's how you get a hold of me. I'm going to have you email my personal email. It is grant.helps.heroes@gmail.com.
Say that again. Grant.help.
Helps.
Helps.
.heroes. HEROES. @gmail. Now I'm going to do y'all a solid. If you're on this broadcast, you get my direct phone number. Be ready to write this down. 760-964-9839. And that is how you get my direct line to ring. If you call me after 9 o'clock, I'm not talking to you. If you call me before 6, I'm not talking to you. So send me a voice text like Credit Cal does.
Yeah.
And say, hey, yo, King, I want you to have a great morning. Okay, cool. Wish me a great morning, because I'm going to send all my haters love, and I'm going to send all my friends a lot of respect. And I'm going to answer that phone with a voice text too. So if you got my direct line, you can go ahead and call me. That is 760-964-9839. My voicemail is always full, because guess what? Debt collectors filled it up, and they're going to fill it right back up if I empty it. So I will be looking at my missed calls.
Say that number again, 760.
964
964
9839.
9839. They're gonna be
And
seeing
it's in
that
the
link
private
coming
chat
down
if
to
you
you
need it.
right now. Bingo.
Boom. So
There it
that's how you can go ahead and get a hold of me. And I also have a special program for our nation's heroes. Now, I want to send a shout out to the service members of the military. No matter what your MOS is, absolutely, I will salute right back. And I give a credit to any heroes. So we got members of the military, as long as they got 90 days of service, whether they're retired or still active. I also give that police officers as heroes of the educators out there. If you are educating somebody, whether it's your private education, your public education, your higher education, any educators and the support staff that go with them, they're getting this credit too. I will pay all the closing fees for title, escrow, lender fees, appraisal fees, doc prep, endorsements. If it's some BS fee that you don't feel like paying because you forgot that was even part of a home loan, I'm paying that for all those heroes.
What about
Now,
an
if you don't fit in the
ex-military
hero
wife?
box, what's that?
What about an ex-military wife?
Are you divorced now?
Yeah.
That would be what I would ask that borrower. Tell you what, if you believe that you might be a hero or you are related to a hero and you've been serving your community, I do this for nonprofits. I do this for government state employees. I do this for the IHSS workers that are taking care of their family members. I do this for just about anybody that becomes a hero. And you know what makes you a hero? Calling my phone. If you can convince me you're a hero, you are my hero. Because remember, if it don't got an address on it, I don't get paid on it. And if it don't got your name, I'm not getting any money. So you will become my hero if you make my phone ring. And until further notice, until I got too many calls to handle myself, then I'm going to go ahead and honor that credit for anybody watching this broadcast. You became my hero just by staying in for an hour and listening to me run my mouth.
Come on.
Because that's one thing I love to get paid for is running my mouth and collecting checks.
Amen.
Come on. So, Grant, look, while you dropping all those bars, right? And you know, we got people all over in different states. Can they still deal with you if they're in a different state? Because we know you in Cali right now, right?
Yep.
So can you be able to help people that's in Ohio, Atlanta, New Mexico? I mean, Colorado. Yeah. Tell us where you.
I noticed Ohio was on the top of your list, Cal. You know, I know you came from Youngstown, man, and I seen somebody else got off the hood.
Yeah.
You know, I'm definitely coming closer to Colorado. So yes, I can lend in all 50 states, including Hawaii and Alaska. And don't get it twisted. If there is something getting in your way of getting that loan, I also have a couple of broker programs that I can go on bank statements. I can go W-2 only. I can do work history issues. You know, if you got a list of excuse, that's what I put out on Facebook like a month ago. Excuses and a little bit of time to listen to me talk. I will cross off every one of those excuses until you move in that home. Because I always say it is not over until your refrigerator's in the kitchen.
One thing we are, and that's an excuse killer. We kill excuses and we're problem solvers. So no need to worry.
I have yet to find an excuse I can't overcome.
Come on, man.
Period.
Grant, look, we appreciate all the information that you gave us, bro. Listen to me, King. Look, that's why I call you King. Because you think like a king, right? For a kingdom. So that means you serve. So because you serve, then that's what? Now you become the king because now you can have your own kingdom. So I appreciate it, man, because what you're doing is you actually taking the information that you're learning, taking the experience, and you giving it back to the people. And that is the value in everything that we do, right? Yes. We take our information, we take our experience, and then we give value right back to the people that truly need it. And watch this. I know everybody don't want it, but guess what? It's out there so you can have it. So we appreciate you guys. I thank everybody for even staying on as long as you did. Y'all ready for the new thing? Didn't you say they was going to get a house, right? So 2022, you said, look, if you guys believe it, you will get a house, right?
Right.
You said, I believe 2020. That's what you said. You better claim you're going to get a house.
You can start working on it right now. It's not too late, guys. The year is not over. If you get a head start and a jump start now, don't wait until your New Year's resolution. Start now. Start now. You know, leave your children buildings and not bills.
Come on. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, right? maybe in the beginning of the year. I know I'm getting a couple of little things fixed up because I want to try to make it as simple as possible. I will be doing a 30-day wholesale like a boss challenge where I will show you how to buy your own property with little to no money. All you got to do is get on register and text the word wholesale to 216-744-1167.
Say that again.
That is text the word wholesale, right? To 216-744-1167.
Yes.
I said it again before we get off. And what I'm doing is that's for you to be able to get registered so you can be able to have your first, maybe your first, your second, your third. I'm showing people how to buy houses and you ain't got to really use little to no money. And I'm telling y'all,
it works.
It truly works, right? Because that's what you said. You better speak it. So in 2022, with the information I'm gonna give you, and it's free. Look, the sign up is free, and it's only going to be private. So anybody who signed up is only going to see it. I'm not putting it out there for everybody else to see it. I might do it next year, right? And then next year I might charge. Probably, I don't know. Whatever God allowed me to do, then I do.
Right.
But this is free information, and I'm taking it baby steps. So it's almost like saying this. Instead of me telling you drop down and give me 50 push-ups or 25 push-ups, because we're not used to that right now.
You're gonna build that muscle.
We're gonna build that muscle. So every single day, just give me 2 or 3 push-ups.
Right.
I don't want you to work too hard. I want you to get used to build muscle memory. So 30 days, I'm breaking it down to where you're gonna learn how to talk to sellers. That means people who got a house and they don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna teach you how to talk to these type of people. Okay, people got a house and they ready to sell it. What do I do next, neighborhood Cal? Put it underneath contract. Well, I don't got a contract. I'm giving you free contracts for everybody who signed up. You do not want to miss it. I am really breaking it down. So I'm really giving you hand to hand, right? So now on your 30-day, you could be closer to say, you know what? I just bought a house and I ain't used little to no money. And I understand how to do it. I figure out how to find a cash buyer, somebody in the local neighborhood that's willing to buy this property off of me because I got it under contract. You mean to tell me, Calvin, we could do that? Yes. So sign up to Wholesale Like a Boss and text wholesale, the word wholesale, to 216-744-1167. I'm telling y'all.
You heard it, and I believe it. Look, these gentlemen, these kings are giving things for free 99. Okay, free 99. So if you guys are serious about your outcome, if you're serious about your future, if you're serious about your children's future, definitely reach out to these guys. And also, with Nove, I partnered up with an amazing company. We have a home ownership preparation. So if you're struggling with your credit, holler at me. And you can find me at 719-377-2432. We even help with business credit. But right now we're talking about personal credit, or you can even get a home in your business name. I don't know. But whatever you want to do, we got your back.
Or you could sign up to Wholesale Like a Boss and don't use no credit right now. And then we'll show you how to go ahead and get the money. Go ahead and pay for your credit to get. Period. Look. You already know it's a movement on the monument. Grant, one more time, telling people where they can find you at and the number again. Look, this is right here, but let Grant tell y'all because I wanted to be voice activated and he got to speak it again.
All right, I love it. So that is grant.helps.heroes@gmail.com. And the direct phone line number to get my smiling face is 760-964-9839. And if I can just do my little sign off right now, I want to touch back on something that Calvin said before I jumped on here. He said something about being a leader and leading your kingdom and serving your kingdom. And I just want to let you guys know that if you're a leader without any followers, you're just some dude taking a walk. So if you want to be a part of your leadership, get with some other leaders and do what they do. And I guarantee you will have what they have if you just put in the work. I'll put in the work. You send me the right people. I'm Grant. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Hey, don't ever leave us like that. But that's the greatest way to leave us with bars, because you're going to be by yourself. And you don't want to do this by yourself. You got a team here, y'all. Yes. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you next week.
Awesome. Once again, this is Kim with Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. We will see you next week, next Thursday, same place, same time. We love each and every one of you. Stay blessed.
Neighborhood.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.